Welcome to today's Explainer. We're unpacking something absolutely fundamental to our success today. It's key number 9 from Dr. C. Ruth Taylor's amazing book series, Keys to Win at Life. Out of her 100 proven ways to handle challenges, we're going to focus on how to really win with the power of decision. So let's unlock a whole new level of clarity together. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever felt that agonizing pain of being completely stuck? Like that total mental paralysis where you honestly don't know what to do next? Well, as the Latin proverb goes, idleness is ever the root of indecision. When we aren't moving, indecision literally feeds on our lack of action. It's a vicious cycle. Which brings us to Section 1, the trap of indecision. Basically, the hidden danger of doing nothing. Author Tony Robbins boils it down beautifully. He says, decisions shape destiny, and it is so true. Your choices right now, today, are the literal building blocks of your future. You are actively architecting the life you're going to live tomorrow, because destiny isn't about chance, right? It's entirely about choice.
Moving on to Section 2, the travel analogy. Let's talk about choosing a destination.
Think about it like this. You literally cannot travel from point A to point B in life without a starting thought or intention. I mean, you can have a fully packed bag and a full tank of gas ready to go, but without that initial spark of a choice, you're just going to remain parked in the driveway.
You can't travel until you actually select a destination. Decision absolutely has to precede both departure and arrival. You can't figure out your route or your budget or your timeline until you've firmly planted your flag on a map. In life, it's your decisions that dictate your direction.
Section 3. Winning the internal war. Confronting that inner turmoil. The author Jim Rohn describes the agonizing process of choosing as this internal civil war that we all have to fight.
So the crucial point here is Ron's pretty blunt advice on the matter. Whatever you do, do not camp at the fork in the road. Seriously. Making a wrong decision is actually far better than making no decision at all. Why? Because a wrong decision at least gives you momentum to course correct. Making no decision just leaves you completely paralyzed.
Now, while you're figuring out your path, it's totally natural to ask for help. But Rohn makes a key distinction here. Be a student, not a disciple. You should absolutely seek out counsel, but never take orders. Gather intelligence, just like a student would, but ensure the final decision is entirely your own conclusion.
So how do we confidently reach that conclusion? Well, we ask one critical question. What are our options? The ultimate method for overcoming decision anxiety isn't about desperately looking for some quick magic solution. It's about demanding to see all the options on the table. And I mean all the options. You want the good and the bad, the pretty and the ugly, the possible and yes, even the impossible, along with the convenient and the inconvenient. Running through this kind of exhaustive list strips the sheer emotion right out of the situation. And once you have the raw data laid out in front of you, you can comfortably and confidently make your decision.
Because look, if you don't do this heavy lifting, you face a pretty stark reality. No decision equals no progress. No decision equals no life change. Without navigating your options and finally making a call, you are going to remain exactly where you are today.
Let's look at Section 4, real-life application. I want to show you a great example featuring a young woman named Nancy, specifically regarding her choices for her future education after high school.
And this brilliantly illustrates our point. Nancy's parents really wanted her to study abroad, but she had her heart completely set on staying locally in Jamaica. Now, she didn't just argue emotionally. She acted exactly like a student. She meticulously gathered data on the benefits of local colleges. And armed with their options, she successfully convinced her parents, applied, and enrolled locally. Her decision actively shaped her destiny.
You see, Nancy didn't just go where it looked best on paper, you know? She followed her internal compass. And this ties perfectly into a profound African proverb. Accomplishment of purpose is better than making a profit. Making a decision that is fully aligned with your true purpose, that is the ultimate win.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought today. What fork in the road are you camping at right now? Seriously, where is that internal civil war keeping you from moving forward? It's time to pack up the tent, gather your options, and finally make a move to shape your own destiny. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now get out there and make a decision.